there's a video game, well, everybody knows it, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I love that game. I still have a PS2. But before that, when my family and I first moved to America, we got a game console called Sega Genesis. So many good memories. I loved the original Mortal Kombat as well as Tetris. I miss those days. We also had a Nintendo 64. Oh, so good. Super Mario, Streets of Rage, Paperboy. Now, most people probably won't know Paperboy, but if you do know Paperboy, your childhood was probably amazing. I feel like I'm getting old. I really do. I'm 22. Sometimes I can't even believe that I am 22. Sometimes I feel like, for example, it's 2018, of course. But when I think of the 1990s, I still think of it as like 10 years ago. 1990 is almost 30 years ago. That's deeply upsetting. I had my first boyfriend at 19. That was my only relationship. 2015 was an amazing year for me. I'm trying to give up caffeine. I love coffee. I'm a sucker for those fancy coffee drinks from Starbucks, like caramel macchiatos. I love them. But I'm trying to give them up. I don't know if you guys know already, but I'm Mongolian. We eat a lot of meat. I'm trying to give it up. Like on Facebook, when I see those videos of cows cuddling humans, it really warms my heart and breaks my heart at the same time. Oh, also, please forgive any sounds that you hear. My balcony door is open, so. One of these days, I really want to put in a lot of time and effort into making a video instead of just making one, on a whim. I want to have that green screen background, costumes, you know what I mean? Those cranial nerve ASMR videos, and the person's got a doctor's, how do you say in English? The attire that a doctor would wear. And then they've got they're role playing, they've got a script and everything. I want to post one of those someday. I will someday. Okay, when I first heard of the show Game of Thrones, my people were recommending it to me, but when I saw a few minutes of it, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I saw the first episode, or the first 15 minutes of it, and it was like, why do people like this? It's just a guy riding around in the snow, and he comes across dismembered bodies. So what? And I dismissed it for a while. then I sat through several episodes and I was hooked. I love Game of Thrones. I have Amazon Prime. Well, my sister has Amazon Prime, and when I come home after a long day, I just like to rewatch Game of Thrones. Best show ever. Although in season 5, I really didn't like the Sand Snakes. I don't really think wasn't a big fan of their acting. I think the actor who played Joffrey did a really good job. Ramsay, though, oh my gosh, he was terrifying. But I don't know how to pronounce the name of the actor who plays Ramsay, but I've seen him in another show called Misfits. Love that show. I miss that show. I started watching that show when I was like 14 or 15. Times were much simpler then, my friend. I'm at that age where a lot of my friends and associates are getting married. They've got kids. They like plan for kids. I can't imagine having a kid right now. It's not to say I don't think I would be a bad mom, but I'd be scared. I think if I had a kid right now, I'd just be watching my child 24/7 like a hawk. Like, are you okay? Are you hungry? Are you good? I think I'd be very focused on not screwing my kid's life up. But with that said, like I said, I'm in no position to ever have a kid. I can't wrap my mind around it. And yet, my friends, they're popping out children like a Pez dispenser, one after the other after the other. Okay, I can't even babysit my nieces and nephews for more than like a couple of hours. I can't, like, being a parent, that's not something you get a break from. I mean, yeah, once in a while, you know, maybe your mom might help out or something, but you're a parent 24/7. You're a parent for the duration of your child's life. I can't imagine that. I don't know. But it must be really heartwarming. You have a little human that's half you, and they love you unconditionally. And that's really sweet. My rabbit's taking a nap. His name is Foofer. He's my baby. He just spends his days frolicking around the house, getting into trouble, chewing on things. I don't know how many phone chargers, headphones, how many valuables he's just chewed irreparably. And it's not his fault. It's my fault. I shouldn't have left it out. It's my own irresponsibility. I would never like discipline my rabbit or anything like that. When he was a few months old, well, until I got my second rabbit, Foofer used to sleep next to me. I used to wake up in the afternoon, like around like 12 or 1 p.m., and I would look over and I would see this tiny little fluffy lump stretched out on my bed carelessly, just sleeping next to me. And then I got my second rabbit. Her name is Porky, and since then they have been inseparable. I didn't want him to be alone, you know. I think it's really kind of cruel to be absent for most of the day and just have your, unless your pet is like a think it's cruel to just leave an animal that wants to be around others of its kind or another animal. So I got Porky, and they are best friends. They do everything together. I really love the band Black Sabbath. They're actually one of my favorite bands. Pink Floyd is good. Led Zeppelin is good. The Runaways. I like Janis Joplin. I like some songs by Kiss. Not all of them, but some songs are really good. Very catchy. I like Megadeth, Nirvana, Def Leppard. I love Billy Idol. Bootsy Collins. And of course, songs that remind me of my childhood. Those are the ones that I love. I have a special place in my heart for, because every time I listen to them, I just think of, it's like reliving the past, reliving my childhood. Before I knew really what ASMR was, I used to listen to podcasts when I was like 12 or 13 to help me sleep. And there was, oh gosh, see, I don't, on a side note, I don't ever want to become famous, but if I were to become famous for any reason, I would use it to reach out to people and ask them where the hell Adam Santana is. Okay, he used to make these podcasts on iTunes called Read Piece or Very Vocabulary, and he would basically just define words like from a dictionary and give examples, and he was very funny at the same time. Okay, if anybody knows where Adam Santana is, please reach out to him. Please, please, please. Okay, Adam, if you're watching this, please make those podcasts again, or at least upload them on YouTube. I love them. So many people love them. He's so funny, but also very relaxing at the same time. I found them on iTunes, but they don't work. Like, how do I say it in English? They won't play. So, and I can't find like Adam's social media or anything like that, because there's like 10 billion Adam Santanas. So I know this is totally random, but drunk girls in bathrooms are like the sisters of my soul. They are so sweet. I've met so many. They're really sweet. Oh, also, Australians are so friendly. Like, when I went to Australia in 2015, I was really taken aback at how, like, laid back and easygoing everybody is. They're just like, okay, I can't mimic their accent very well, but they're kind of like, yeah, right, man, mate, yeah, right, mate, she'll be right. How's it going? I know that was terrible. You don't have to tell me, because I know that was terrible. And like, being in a relationship with someone from Australia, after like the first few days, I got used to his accent, but sometimes I would just hear him talk like, wow, You sound amazing. Your accent is incredible. I don't know what you just said. I don't know what that meant, but that was amazing. Oh, my rabbit's awake. He's awake and he's licking my ankle. Foofer's very affectionate. He really does. I feel like he does love me. He's always grooming me. Porky hates me. I wouldn't say she hates me, but she's not very fond of human interaction. She doesn't like being held. She doesn't like being petted. And people have asked me or told me, like, why don't you just give her away or dump her? You know, if she doesn't like you, if she's not friendly, why do you have her? I can't imagine giving her away. Even though she doesn't like me and she doesn't interact with me, she's still my baby. And, you know, she's Foofer's bonded partner. I could never separate the two. So, even though she's not very fond of humans, I still love her and she's still precious to me. So, also completely random, but when I was like 18 or 19 and I pictured myself at 21, like I thought, oh my gosh, when I turn 21, I'm gonna go clubbing and go to bars and do all the things I can do at 21. Did that happen? No. I've only been to one nightclub once, and this was in Australia. I was actually 19, but the clubbing age limit is 18. I went there, I looked around, couldn't do it. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a pretentious douchebag, but I felt secondhand embarrassment for everybody there. Like, I don't know, I just felt so awkward and out of place. Like, this is not comfortable. There's so many people here. They're drunk, sweating. They're all close to. Oof, no thanks. And also, I can't dance. I can't dance. I dance like a middle-aged father at a barbecue. I can't dance. I look stupid. It's not even like I would look stupid. I don't even try because I know if I were to try, I would just look really, really awkward. So I don't go to parties or anything like that. And if I had to be at a party, I would be that weirdo sitting in the corner, petting the dogs. Hello, don't mind me. Although sometimes I do wish I was like super outgoing and like carefree and just, that's not me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so my phone is on 10% right now. It's probably best I end the video soon. I hope I've relaxed you guys, or at least entertained you, or at the very least, I hope I'm relatable in some way. Because sometimes I feel like an absolute weirdo. Why am I so awkward? If you guys have any like comments or suggestions or insults to hurl at me, you can just leave a comment below, and yeah. I don't know if I'll keep making these videos, although I really do like making ASMR videos because, well, one, I don't really have anybody to talk to or open up to frequently, so it is nice letting it all out on camera. And two, it's very relaxing. Even for myself, it's very relaxing talking softly and the room is quiet. It's like a few minutes of quiet time. So, yeah. I hope you guys sleep well. If you don't, I'll kill you. Yeah. Good night. Or sleep well. relax. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, you know what, you guys?